What is up, YouTube? It's PJ here, and good day to you all. Today, I will be making a retro deck profile for the Harpie archetype. No, this is not the one that you guys are voting on currently. This is actually one that I really wanted to do a profile on, and I finally found the deck for it through the ancient archives of UTL. This is Jeffrey Alexander Michael Jones's Harpie deck from 2014. Yes, this is Jeff Jones. For those who know him just of name short. Yeah, Jeff Jones, prominent Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, um, the guy who took Quick Draw Plant, Quick Draw Dandy Plant to ICS, um, Edison, and sparked that whole build and setup for the deck. And he's won pretty many of these as well. He was also part of the UBS top 16 event that Konami hosted a few weeks ago back in February. So yeah, he dabbled in Harpies. He says Harpies is one of his favorite archetypes in the game. I've yet to see him do anything modern with the Harpie deck. And that's a very fair statement. Um, Considering all the support we have now, even though it's, you know, 50-50 on the justification of things, but that's for a different video. Anyway, um, Jeff Jones played this during the ARG circuit back in January of 2014. I think it was the Tennessee event because ARG, for those who know, Ultra Reality Games, is dominantly known for having a lot of pro players in the Yu-Gi-Oh circuit, in the Yu-Gi-Oh community at that time on their team. There's a lot of people on their team. So, yeah, this is basically his build of Harpie. And, I got a lot to talk about when we put it too. So, yeah, it's been a while since we've seen this. I think literally almost 10 years ago. No, literally 10 years ago. That deck was seen and recorded and posted on YouTube. Isn't that crazy? Because also, in the fact that Florida Attacking on Galaxy is now is over 10 years old too. Yeah, time flies. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go into this before I start rambling any further. So we're going to start off with the monster lineup. And there's 3 copies of Harpie Channeler, 3 copies of Harpie Dancer, 3 copies of Harpie Queen, 2 copies of Cyber Harpie Lady, 1 copy of Harpie Lady 1 Harpie's Pet Dragon, 1 Thunder King Ryo, and 1 Black Wings of the Elite. Alright. Then we move on into the spells. We have triple copies of Hysteric Sign, triple copies of Harpie's Hunting Ground, 1 copy of Elegant Uses, and 1 copy of Book of Moon. And that is it for the spell. Then we're going to move on into the traps. We have triple copies of Hysteric Party, triple copies of Fiendish Chain, 2 copies of Mistake, 2 copies of Trap Sun, 2 copies of Mirror Force, 2 copies of Deep Prison, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Torrential Tribute, and 1 Solid Warning. And that is it for the trap card. So in the main deck, that was a total of 40. And then we move on to the extra deck. Triple Lightning Chidori, double Ice Beast Fine, 1 High Beast Phantasmal Dragon, 1 double Queen Divinity Gem, 1 copy of Dragon Direwolf, 1 copy of Galvanic Cowboy, 1 Evil Sworn Goat, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 number 70. I'm sorry, this is out of order. 1 Mega Fan of EK Ghost 1 number 11 Big Eye, and 1 number 74, the Master of Blade. So yeah, that is all of the extra monsters for the deck, and that is basically lineup of the Harpie deck that Jeff ran. So Jeff Jones the video I will be posting in the description box below if you guys want to hear his explanations for it, and why he chose what he did. I am going to go over it myself personally and talk about the choices. So let's start off, of course, with the monster lineup. So he's running triple copies of Harpie Channeler. I mean, this is a staple thing for Harpie decks, ever since her release. Just got a Harpie card, touch on the Harpie monster to your field, you can go dragon, her level becomes 7. In the heavy exceed format, this is definitely prominent because of the fact that Chandler is one of your biggest pieces to your Harpie deck. Even now, in current day, Harpie Chandler is an amazing monster to utilize in your Harpie deck. She brings a lot of monsters to the boards, and it starts up a lot of the combos. And if not anything, it just keeps the combo. She keeps those combos going. Next up is Harpie Dancer. Now, while 3 Harpie Dancer seems to be a lot, you have to remember at this point during the format at this time, there was still a lot of heavy back row decks. We didn't start leaving a lot of the heavy back row decks. I want to say at the end of 2013, maybe 2015, because Hat was a thing, and Hat was just all over the place. Especially middle of 2014 and onward. Oh boy, once we got into the pendulum stuff, yeah, it was just ridiculously crazy how little back row ended up playing out, and then how more of the handcraft started to really influence the game. Harpie Dancer was basically utilized to help Harpie blow up multiple back row and then be able to get rid of problematic cards. You also have to remember there were a lot of cards that were still legal at the time, so stuff like Andy's Empty Names, Summer Limit was being played again. Um, dealing with Fire Fizz, there's a lot of easy targets that running Triple Dancer was definitely something that was needed. Then we got triple copies of Harvey Queen. She's able to search for the fill cell Harvey hunting ground and add it to your hand. She's up to the graveyard for Hysteric Party. And she's Harvey's 19 week sick, which is prevalent because if you want to go for a game, your opponent just has no field, so being Hysteric Party and summoning your Harvey from the grave to the field. Queen was definitely one of the targets that she summoned because she had high attack points to your monster. And you combine her with Harpie Lady 1, that's like 2,200 points of damage going right to your opponent. The thing about the Harpie archetype at this point in time in the game was that they were very limited to the amount of Harpies going into Lord Attack Young Galaxy. Once we got Channeler, um, the deck really opened up. And then Dancer came, and as you saw the progression, there were a lot of targets for a lot of cards. Now, because we started to have more monsters in the archetype that became Harpie Lady Wire on the field or in the graveyard. Now, speaking of the Harpies that are on the field in the graveyard, we got to talk about the Cyber Harpie Lady in the Harpie Lady one. The Cyber Harpie Lady is just the beat stick who is always treated as Harpie Lady, while Harpie Lady 1 gives the additional 300 attack. Now, why I'm coming to saying this, I think, in my opinion, there's always been a weird combination of how people want to run the Harpie that you such as summon off of Element. You can run your 2 Cyber Harpie Lady, you can run Harpie Lady 1 like Jeff did. You can run a full set of Cyber Harpie, you can run a full set of Harpie Lady 1. You can make it, you can match it. But primarily at that time, Cyber Harpie Lady and Harpie Lady 1 were the 2 Harpie Ladies that got the most play. Vanilla Harpie Lady didn't get her shine till later on when people needed more defenders in the game to do a lot more combos and stuff. Um, Thanks to cards like Unexpected Die, because for reasons I've said in multiple videos, Harpies don't have a Cyber Dragon monster. There's not a Harpie Cyber Dragon X monster, in which you can just summon it to the field of your opponent's draw monster and just didn't, or a number of monsters already on the field, you can summon it just like it would form out of Gundra. And we had to utilize a lot of those monsters too because we needed a lot of startups to get into the bigger plays. Even still now, we have a lot of those starters to um, take advantage. But yeah, these two are the prominent in terms of being Harpie Lady, no matter where they are. The one Harpie Trade Dragon, and I can agree with this, is because at the time, Harpie Trade Dragon was not a viable monster that you wanted in your hand. This is not like Harpie Trade Dragon Fearsome Fire, where you can do plays off of it being in hand. Harpie Trade Dragon was mostly a monster you wanted in deck so that you dump the card for Harpie Channeler, you summon it to the field, both of them are now 7, and you can make into your big deep monsters like Draco Psycho Big Eye. and play around with those shenanigans. Honestly, you know, m- most variants at a point did drop Dragon because the rank 4 pool was getting extremely big, and there really wasn't much of a need to hang on to the rank 7. Some do play the rank 7 engines as of now, including myself, just because we have a better target for a Dragon monster that isn't going to just sit in the hand and be useless and brick up everything. Then we have Thunder King Ryo just for some anti-meta. Perfectly fine choice. Zephyros the Elite is a very unique thing because Zephyros and Summer Monk were two of Harpie's primarily big utility cards from the Dark Attribute. Makes it like maybe Gale the Whirlwind and stuff. Just because of the fact that Zephyros can bounce stuff back to your hand, place itself on the field. Yeah, you take 400 points of that. But Zephyros is a very great utilization of things when it comes to the board. And Zephyros definitely helped out with things. I think Monk would be a good choice in the deck um, if I were to pick up the variant. You'll probably see that shirt if you do vote on the poll. So, all right, that's it for the monster lineup. Let's go ahead and move on into the trap. I mean, the spells. It's a very small spell pool, and I have a problem with that because I feel like with all these spells that were really going around at the time, you need a lot of defense and a lot of supporting utility, and I think that definitely things need to be. And I think there was way too many traps. But floodgate situation, I guess. Hysteric Sign, of course, the utility card, MVP #1. Ever since this card was released, it has been a prominent utility for Harpie. You know, card that can be popped from Harpie's underground effect, search onion face for Harpie cards and add it into your hand to put into your hand is a great utility card. Getting elegant uses from the deck or crave helps out as well because it really just has so many different prominent utilities to it. The only problem is that, of course, you're limited to which effect you can activate a turn, and you only activate that effect once a turn. So you search for the ego, you can't pop it and then search on the effect. I know it's then we have Poppy Hunting Ground, which is basically just turboing out back row removal like crazy. This is honestly one of those things too that I agree. Just for that time, we needed multiple cards for the Harpie support and the Harpie utility. You can easily run Divine Weather Members Power to put around Harpie down. So there's a lot of utility cards you can easily play with Harpie just to um, minimize or maximize things. I don't know if Dark Hole was back. The Dark Hole could have been an option. Stuff like Effect Baylor and them could have easily been added. No, he cited in a lot of stuff too. I should also mention that because he did have a side deck and he cited in stuff like Baylor, NXTs and stuff like that to counteract his opponent because they didn't change the Nashville rule yet um, till the pendulum stuff came out where two field spells can exist at once. Um, and the first player can't draw on the first turn. Yeah, that was a big change there. The one elegant emphasis, and he said it in his video as well. He wanted to increase the elegant emphasis just for the combos and the exceed plays, and I do agree. One elegant emphasis. And the one book of Moon questioning, but it is for the disruption, the stops and goes from being Seiko Summon, the side exceed monsters from being exceed, dealing with different problematic monsters that are on the field. So it's a pretty niche card. I'm shocked. Was Book of Moon not at two at that point? It probably must have been a thing that happened. I don't remember Book of Moon. I know Book of Moon was at one for a long period of time. And it wasn't until recent years where like, yeah, book isn't as much of a problem as most other cards. But yeah, there's a lot of things that definitely were added to this. You know, maybe a mind control, maybe some type of, utility with Swallow's Nest and probably Dancer using Divine Wind in this Valley and Terraform things like that. Just because there is a low pool heart to utilize. There could have been some added. All right, we are talking about the spells, what's going into the trap. And damn, there are a lot of traps. Just the MVP of the Harpie deck is it's Hysteric Party because we have all these Harpie monsters that are coming into the game. You can easily take advantage of, special summoning them like crazy and putting, the different and combo plays into one party. The thing that changed was the slow down monster effect. Um, triple chain Valor in the side. What's the thing? I'm okay with it. Just because you usually just pop the death unit chain if you need to, for hunting ground just to keep it around and then just, do all your shenanigans and stuff. So I guess it's pretty decent in the setup. Mistake, which is, I think only because Thunder King was still at one, so you didn't really have too many things to start your opponent. There was Rolling Lockbird. I think Rolling Lockbird at that point was not what it is now. And a lot of people weren't going Goo Goo Gaga crazy over Joel. Yeah, but Mistake was actually just here to play as a secondary to Thunder King. And you can turn it off by just popping your doing the next card, which is Trap Stun, and then Trap Stunning your trap cards. This also helps you with his third party effect, because you can get his third party. Your opponent tries to just and it protects your Harpies. It really does help deal with the issues of like the back row, because the back row can definitely be a problematic thing, especially against Harpies, because even though you can't pop the card, you still have to deal with the effect. Mirror Force and Deep Prison for attack, um, for defense on the offensive, um, widespread removal, and then banishing upon removal. So not too bad there. Speaking of banishing, we got for the 1500 more monsters, the bottomless shop pool, French tribute for the widespread of the master flood, and that's got like the flood, that's the multiple summon, and then warning just because why not? Because judgment I think was still banned at that point. Alright, we're moving on into the extra deck now. What were the changes Jeff said? He didn't run make stroke because he said she was too slow. Um, Primal Origin was out, but he wanted to put in a Psychon Knight and on Arc if he could. The triple Jidori is great because utility for the Harpies. I'm gonna just put all three of them like that. This is what I consider the Harpy toolbox. Castell and then came in to and then added more fuel to the Harpy toolbox fire when it came to like Castell, Rafflesia, Cowboy, Chidori, Zero Fine, Phantasmal. This was a big lineup in utilization of the Harpy archetype, especially when it came to a rank 4 engine as opposed to the rank 7 inclusion. Um, the Harpies don't really have a good balance for using rank as they do rank 4. It's it's not as it's a limited pool, it's just at the time you had one really difficult monster to deal with. So playing around with dragon stuff did somewhat help, but Tempest was not a good monster to use in that because you're wasting resources to play a monster that 9 out of 10 is going to be used as utility for uh, NXT summon. And then at that point, even then, there was only one Tempest, and Tempest like were hard once per turn. Now, I'm sure Queen Dragoon can also play her factors in this. Queen Dragoon to pick up Dragon from the grave. She's a dragon that made Chandler 7. You can summon 2 Chandlers, or maybe it's their party, Jixie, go get a Queen Dragoon, and then get seeded into a rank 7. Help her as well. I do believe she just negates the effect, and the monster can attack, but that's perfectly fine because they're just going to use the monster to exceed into. Um, and then you have Chidori for removal, Zero Five for negate, Dragon to be a pass. um, Diamond Direwolf, good utility card, tribute itself, pop a card. Could be a Windy Beast or a Beast Warrior, and you can pop a card on your opponent's side of the field. There's a lot of trade offs with Diamond Dire. It's one of those things that, yeah, it's there. It's utility. Speaking of utility, Cowboy for the 800, he did say he wanted to bump this up to 2. And I think Billy did in his. That's why I said I gotta look for the Billy break first of Harpies and see what differences were between him and Jeff Jones. Then we have the Stillstorm Roach to deal with all that was dealing with all the high level monster decks that were in place. Actually, stuff like Priestess of Prophecy, World of Prophecy, um, Blue Eyes at that time, Monarch, no Monarch, uh, Divinities and like Dragon Rulers, because Heretic Rulers is a thing too. Then we had Dweller for the Graveyard, um, Gecko Sack, Token Summoner, Defensive Wall, rank 7, Big Eye, same thing. Hold on, I do apologize. Big Eye for the utility of rank 7, snatch your bonus monster, use it on them, and master of blades to play the defensive offenses. Really high stated rank 7 monster, and just really good utility. Negate cards that would target him and then destroy the card on the field. If need be. So, yeah, a pretty good lineup. I don't think there's really any changes that I would say to this because of the fact that if I had the Bay Iron Jago sack at the time, I also would have been running in too. I don't mind the Queen Dragoon again. I don't think I would really add too many things to the deck, but more so things that I would change in the game because there are a lot of main deck things that a lot of players, including myself, we still have that, but like, yeah, there's a lot of things easily change. Um, in the deck would have been even more civilized. But it is player's preference. So, all right, guys, with that said and done, that is it for this video. I know it's gonna be a long video, for like almost 22 minutes, but it was worth it to get the chance to finally um, that profile of this deck. So, if you guys have any questions about the build, Jeff Jones has social medias. You can ask him more questions about that. If you guys have any questions for me, you can definitely leave those in the comment section below. And with that said, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out tremendously. You can hit the notification bell to be informed when I upload more content to the channel. The social media links are in the description box below. And you guys can catch me on social media. Um, that's fun. So, with that said and done, thanks everyone for watching. HPJ, signing out. Take care.